All right. Okay, hello, hello, hello. All right, so I did a recording of me crocheting this. And it was too long and it wouldn't allow me to download from my phone to YouTube or anything, even into the Facebook group, which I was trying to do. And so I thought, okay, let's regroup. So I thought I will do a small one and see if this works. And then I also decided to do it on Zoom and then record it and then put it in a YouTube format. So let's see, ladies, let's see. So I just have some leftover yarn. I have an H knitted crochet hook, which I really wished I had a smaller one, but I didn't realize that I didn't bring a variety of hooks with me to Orlando. And this is the needle that I like to use to sew my ends in. See that little hook right there? I really like this. So, and then I just have a pair of small scissors. And yes, you don't want to have your sharp scissors in your bag because you might stab yourself. So this is a sock knitting. It's for knitting needles to cover the knitting needles. So I use them for my scissors. There's a tip for you, ladies. Okay, so I don't need that right now. So I'm hoping I can do this for you because I had it perfect. So remember I talked about crocheting for mindfulness, you know, to how to come to relieve the stress in your body. And I was giving you an example of how to crochet these jar covers. And then as I was making so many of them, I decided to eliminate the jar and just crochet a sweater for the candle itself. Yes. So I like doing the magic circle where the hole will disappear, but I don't allow it to disappear. And the reason I don't is so that I can feel for the switch. And I can't, let me just, oh, you know what I was touching? I was touching the battery cap, the lid part. Okay, so there we go. So, oh, I don't have batteries in this one because that's a new one. But let me go find you. Oh yeah, here's one. So that way you can find to turn it on. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. So see, it's so easy. So then you don't have to remove the little candle sweater. You can keep it on unless you're going to make a bunch of different colors for different seasons. But I think these are great to have different sizes so you can see how I have different sizes so that I could place them around my yoga mat and, you know, or in my meditation area. So that's what you can do. So that's the purpose of making them, right? So let's see how I'm going to do this. Okay, let's hope we can do this. All right, so the magic circle, I have my 2 fingers and I have my tail hanging. I'm going to crisscross my working yarn. I'm going to make a cross, and then it's going to look like this, 2 rows. I'm going to take my hook, go up through the first, and I'm going to grab the second. And then all I'm going to do is take this hand and hold it. There's my circle. And I'm going to take my working yarn and I'm going to make 3 stitches, 3 chains. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. So there, that's what it'll look like. All right. Now that's going to be my first double crochet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in altogether 12 double crochets in this ring. So I'm going to go ahead, and so I'm not really teaching you how to crochet. I'm just teaching you my way of making these cute little candle sweaters, even though it's stinking hot here in Florida. But I thought it was so much easier to do covering the candles instead of covering a jar. Now you can still go and cover the jar if you want to, but you're gonna, I don't know, I just thought this was lighter, for storage. And also I could get different sizes, where the jars, you have to buy like a whole case of like this size and a whole case of the next size and a whole case. And I thought, what am I going to do with all those jars? And then buy the candles. So I thought this is much, much easier. Just cover the candle itself. All right, so let's see. And I'm going to stop for a minute, and I'm going to count my double crochets just to make sure. I know I'm not ready, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I'm at 9 and 10, 11, and 12. And I love the magic ring because when you want to have no holes, no space, you just pull your tail and you pull it in. Look at that. Yes. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to join together. And there we go. So now I'm going to chain 3. And I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to crochet inside it, but I'm going to go to the next stitch, the next chain right here. And I'm going to place 2 double crochets in there. All right. So you're going to have 1, and then you're going to have 2. And then you're going to go to the next one, and you're going to put 1. And then you're going to go to the next, and you're going to put 2. Whoops. Yay, there we go. This is a little slippery, this yarn, because I just had it left over and I thought I might as well use it. And I like the colors, but I prefer doing this with cotton yarn. Oops, I dropped it, because I'm trying to do this on the side so that you can see this. At least I hope that you'll be able to see it. And anytime you just say, oh, I can't remember, did I do 2? So here's 1, and then you go to the next and you're going to do 2. And it's really easy, and they go up really fast. And you just keep practicing. And then you'll start coming up with your own stitches. All right. So 2, 1, and now 2 again. All righty. And then 1. This is not comfortable doing this. But I'm in Orlando, so I don't have my own little props. My daughter-in-law that has this lovely little light that I like because it's small and it gives off the same amount of light that my big one does. So I really like it a lot. Okay, whoops, I'm going to drop the dogs are in, so I have to be careful that they don't. So we ended with 2. So I already have the 1, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and join. And then what I like to do is I want to measure. So I'm going to take this one off so that I can measure. And I'm just going to place it down on the table. Whoops, let me take my hook out. So see how you want to make sure that it just fits. All right, there you go. All right, so the first couple times I did this, I thought, oh my gosh, it's too tight. Oh, just ignore that because it stretches. So so I'm finished with my base. Now, I could do a little rim. See this right here? I could do a little rim if I wanted to, but because of this one is so small, I'm not. But you could do a little rim. So what you would do is you would go ahead and you would do 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, single crochet to get your rim. But if you wanted, see how there's like a little line right here. If you wanted, like on the larger candles, it's great. What you would do is you would do that single crochet in the back bar. So here, let me just see if I can show this to you. So see how you have your chains, your single crochets? Well, you would go in the back bar, not through both. Oops, let me see. You wouldn't go through both like you would normally do. You would only go in that back bar. And then it gives you this really nice little edging. But because I'm doing this little candle, I'm not going to worry about that. But what I am going to do is I have to make sure I'm in the right direction because I have picked it up and gone in the wrong direction. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain 4. So you're going to chain 4. So you're chaining 3 and then you're going to chain 1. And the reason for that is you're going to do a double crochet, but you're going to skip the next and you're going to go into like the third. You're going to go into that third chain. All right. Whoops, wait a minute. It's a double, not a single. Whoops. So you're going to go in there, you're going to grab it, double, and now you're going to chain 1. Yarn over, skip, go into that third, double crochet, chain 1. Turn over, yarn over, and skip, and then go into this third. All right, and then don't forget to chain 1. All righty. And already you can see how it's going to be moving up the side. Now, if you find that you're doing this and you say, oh, because you have to keep checking to make sure that it fits. So what you want to do is periodically just check. So I just kind of make my loop. I don't know why there's a bar right here. I don't like that. So I just kind of put my little sweater on and see how's it working. And it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I would like a little band, but because it's short, I'm not going to, because I did that. And then I didn't care for that look for the little ones. Okay, so chain 1, double crochet into the third stitch. Oops. And chain 1, double crochet in to the third. It goes so fast. All right, and let me see. All righty. Oh, almost forgot to chain one. Okay, and they're making little windows. So when I was doing this the first time, oops, wait a minute, I don't think I need to do anything there. Nope, I don't need to. So I'm at the end and you see your chains in the middle there. Now I'm going to close it off. Okay, whoops. And like I said, cotton yarn is so much easier. So now I've got this little basket, little tiny basket. So there's my windows. So when the first one, there was I've watched so many videos. So there was one that I was watching and she just double crocheted the whole thing, which was really nice. So it was like this row all the way around for each row. And I thought, well, the light doesn't shine through. So I thought, well, we need windows. And that's when I just kept looking and everybody was doing them different. And then I found one that was kind of what I wanted to do. Okay, so now, so you did 4. Remember, you did three chains and then a 4th chain to bring it over, like to bring that bridge over. Now you're just going to do 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3. Whoops, that split the yarn. And then you're going to double crochet in each stitch. So make it easy. Go inside the window. All right, double crochet. Then go into the stitch that's next to it. And then go inside the window. And inside the stitch. See how easy? So now you're going to have this nice little pattern where you're going to have a row of windows, then you're just going to have a row of double crochet bars, whatever you want to call them. Yep. And you're going to make this cute little sweater. Now it's trial and error. So I know that sometimes I would have to make another row to fill in the circle. Okay. You have to keep measuring each time as you go along because each one is different. So, so like I think I have 2 rows of double crochet and then I have a single crochet. So you just have to play with it to get the right measurement of your circle. Okay. But they're so nice to put like around your yoga mat with your crystals or around your meditation area. It's so soothing. I just love the look. And I just take my candles and my crystals and I do them. I put them together with my oils. I have my diffuser on. I decide what fragrance that I'm going to, what oil that I'm, oops. I'm talking and I can't get my brain to work. Let me see, so I gotta go in the window. And see how fast we're almost finished. Okay, I hope you can see this. This is what I'm hoping. Oops, I just pulled it again. This is fussy thread, fussy yarn. I love it though, but it is fussy. But you could use, you could probably use just about any yarn, especially if you are a crocheter or a knitter. You know what yarns will work and what needle size and all that. There we go. I'm joining it. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do another set of windows. Okay. My yarn is on the floor, and I can't believe the dog has not bothered because she goes after everything. Okay, so I did my chain 3 and then chain 1, and I'm going to go inside that third opening, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the third. Oops, let me just make sure I'm seeing third. Yep. Sometimes when you do this, you'll think it's the third one and it's not. Oops. I didn't wrap my yarn around or it got loose. So there we go. Another chain. Now, when I'm doing this, I really enjoy wearing and diffusing Motivate. When I'm working on a project to keep me kind of alert and staying put with the project. So you could try different oils to see. Okay. There we go. See how fast. I'm making a bunch of these for, don't forget to chain. For Christmas. My daughter-in-law is a big yogi. Her sister is a big yoga person. Now her daughter is big into yoga. So it's kind of neat that I get to make stuff for them. Okay, so now we're coming to the end, and I'm going to come over here. And what you want to do is you want to count three up. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, and then just go in that third chain and then close it up. So there you go. Now we have 2 sets of windows. Isn't that cool? All right. And now we're going to chain 3. And we're going to go back into the yarn over inside the window, double crochet. All right. Yarn over, go into that next stitch. And then after we get this row done, what we'll do is we'll check to make sure it fits. And then we'll finish off with with the rim, which will be so nice for me because this is not comfortable doing it on the side like this. I'm glad I decided to do a little sweater and not a large one. I got overzealous. But anyway, I was sorry that, that I wasn't able to get that downloaded, and it was long. That was my fault. I thought, oh my gosh, I talk too much. My husband would say, yes, you do. I hear an owl. He walked around, but it was too hot to go check anything out. Here in Florida, you have to walk in the morning or you walk in the evening, but not during the day when it's hot. Okay. Chain. Oh, I don't think I chained that last one, did I? Let me see. You know how you can always check? Let me grab that. Oh, I don't think I did. Holy mackerel, I didn't do that. I didn't do them. Okay, that's why I like crocheting, because you can undo it. It's not the end of the world. Chain, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to add the chain. Gotta remember, you won't have that nice space. Yep. And I know this one by heart now because I've done it so many times. So on the rim, what you can do is you could do that single crochet in the back bar, or you could do a half, I think it's called a half double, where you yarn over and you pull through 3. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this one, because I kind of like that one. I've been doing the Annie's Kit Club. I'm going to stop it because I can't keep up with all the new stitches. I'm kind of a slow learner on this stuff. I have to keep doing the same stitch a while before it's embedded in my head. So if you bombard me with too much stuff, it's like my brain goes in overload and says, no, I'm not going to. Let's see, did I want to make sure to, oh, what am I doing? I don't have to add a chain. I don't have to add a chain. I got mixed up. No, we're just doing double. Okay, let me go back. Forgot what I was doing. So, right, you're not chaining any, you're not adding the chain. So you're just double crochet in that window. So there's a very good example. So when you're crocheting, it's all about centering and quieting your mind and focusing. And so I'm talking and I'm trying to explain. And so I'm forgetting what I'm doing. So there you go. There we go. Now we're back on track. In the window. Whoops. And then in that next stitch, whoops, I must have dropped a stitch or I dropped something because it's not doing, okay, let's go back. So it really helps you to focus. Like if I have like a pattern in front of me, I can't do anything else. I have to just pay attention to what I'm doing. And then it just calms me right down. It's like I forget about what I was worrying about. It's like, it's just wonderful to be able to distract your mind from outside interferences, right? My husband carves birds, and that helps him forget about whatever it is that might be bothering him. He carves beautiful birds. I'm trying to talk him into doing videos, like just show the process, because it's really interesting. Like little tiny videos. Okay. And you're going to see why, like we're almost there. I don't know what this yarn is called. Somebody asked me and I don't remember. I should try to remember not to throw away the labels right away. So there we go. We're at the last one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to close it off. And we're going to give it a little dress rehearsal. So I'm turning my candle upside down and I'm placing the sweater over it. And I'm going to sew this in. So I don't care about that right now. Okay, so now I see that I still need another row, which I'm really happy about because I really wanted to end it with the window and then end it with a single crochet or a half double, one or the other. So I'm going to bring this back up and grab my needle. Let's see, make sure I turn it around. I have crocheted backwards before. I have done that before. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you are going to chain 3 and then 1 more, and you're going to go into the 3rd. There we go. Chain 1. And I think this is going to finish it off. I really do. I think this will do the trick. Here we go. All righty. Now, one, 2, 3. Chain. And if you have to, put it right in front of you like a post-it note and say, don't forget to chain 1. Because that's what happens. Forget. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Oh, we still have a ways to go. I don't know why that looked like it was almost finished. I really like this color. All righty. Okay, so we're at the end, and now I'm going to chain. I have to come down here so I can see it and join them together. And now I'm going to just, so all I'm doing is that loop so I don't lose my stitch. So I'm going to turn this over again, put the sweater on. And so now that is pretty much done. That is pretty much done, but I don't want to stretch it all out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, I think it's a half double crochet. I think that's what it's called, but I will check to make sure, but I think that's what it's called. So basically all that is I'm going to chain 1. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend I'm doing a double crochet. I'm going to go in the window. I'm going to come back out. And now I have 3 on my 3 loops on my hook, and I'm going to go through all 3. So I'm going to go into the next stitch. I'm going to do the same thing, pull all 3. So I'm going to do that, and that's going to be my rim. And like I said, you can, you have to judge, like maybe you want the single, whoops, not a double, not a double. Maybe you just want a single crochet all the way around. Maybe you want a single crochet and do the back bar. So, you'll know, and you can always take it out if you say, oh, I don't like that look, because I've done that. I'll say, oh, I don't like how that looks. Like I tried to make a fancy top on one of them, and I did not like it at all. I didn't take it apart because I thought, well, maybe somebody will like it in the family. I didn't like it. Okay, so there, we got to go in there. Whoops. Oh, that all came out. Let's see. It's hard for me to see from this angle. 3. Oh, I hear that owl. Roger, do you hear it? Do you hear that owl? No. Gosh, that's funny. I hear it. Well, I guess so. I remember in college, I had to take an ear test for speech or something. I can't remember anymore. And I remember that the teacher was really old, the instructor. He was like, God, I thought he was in his 80s. I don't know. But anyway, he couldn't get over my hearing. He says, my goodness. He said, I can't believe you heard everything. I said, no, if I concentrated, I could hear the tiniest little. Here we go. So look at that. And there it is. Look at that. It's like this little cute little candle sweater. I like it so much better than trying to go find all these jars. That was a pain for me. All right, so I just have to look. So it looks like I have to do one more. And then I'm going to join. Look at that. So there we go. Yay! There it is. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut a little bit off. And I'm just going to reach down and grab my yarn because I don't want the dog to get it. She seems, or he seems to grab everything. So then I'm just going to take this tail and put it through, and I'm going to pull that, okay, pull it through. And then I'm going to take my needle, my darning needle, and I'm just going to like weave in the inside. I'm going to take it and I'm going to just kind of weave. I don't know if I can do this in an angle so that you see it. So I'm just going to, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just weaving it through so that it doesn't show in the front and it doesn't fall out. So I'm just kind of giving it a few more rounds. So there's that. And then I'm going to cut that off. And then the bottom. So I'm going to go from underneath and I'm not too concerned. Where is this? All right, where is this? There it is. Am I pulling the wrong thing? Oh, I think I did. Oh, what did I do? What is that? I pulled something that I wasn't supposed to. All right, and then I'm just going to weave this end, you know, inside. I'm just going to weave it. Whoops. No big deal because nobody's going to see it because it's going to be inside. And you can pull that hole close as much as possible. Let me see. Let me turn it back. Yeah. So now all I'm going to do is turn my candle over and I'm going to put the sweater back on. Oh my gosh, look at that. So it just goes right over the candle. So here's the great thing. If you find candles that are uneven like this, don't panic, you know, just make another row to make sure that it covers it. And, or, you know, try to find candles that are straight. It doesn't really matter because you're not going to see that part. So I really like how this turned out. It's so perfect. Look at that. And then, you know, I thought you could really have some fun with this. Like you could make crocheted flowers, or if you're a knitter, you could knit. You could go ahead and knit your sweater. I even thought about like my grandchildren. Like I thought I'm going to teach them to knit because that's more forgiving when you're trying to teach kids how to hold the needles. where in crocheting, it's a little harder to get that concept of putting the yarn around your fingers and all that. Cause I know my grandmother tried to teach me. So, so I was trying to think like, oh, I know what I could do. I can just eliminate the bottom. See, you don't have to do the bottom if you want. I should probably make a little tutorial on that. And you're just, it's like making a scarf that's going to go all the way around, and then you sew up the side, you know, the side that you're not going to see. Of course, you could do that in the ring, you know, like, what is it? It's crochet needles that have like this little wired bottom. But when you're first learning, it might not work as well. But, you know, I thought, oh, I could probably teach them to do that. And then they could make their own little candle cover. So I'm thinking I'm going to play with that idea. But like I said, cotton yarn is my favorite to use for this project. See, and this is really nice and sturdy, this cotton one, where this is more flexible, and it's okay. It's just a cover. I did play around with this yarn. It's Red Heart. You know, you can get it at Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, I think Michael's. But that seems to be kind of sturdy to use. So I did do one. Actually, I think it's this one. It is this one. So I like how it came out. I think it's fine. All righty. Yay, we did it. All right. So great. I hope you make some candle sweaters and post them. I want to see them. If you have a yoga mat, I want to see it on your yoga mat. I want to see what kind of crystals that you come up with, and what oils you've decided to use. All righty. Bye.